What is up, Meister Village? Your boy Buckmeister, twice the nice that you are used to. Bam! Oh no! We can't play that song anymore because today, in this episode of Samurai Jack,
Love is in the air.
Te quiero, mi quieres. Te adoro, I confess. I love you, do you love me? I adore you, can.
that is right, ladies and gentlemen. In this episode, I see you, Jack, I see you.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the
Player. Ah, that ain't nothing but a gangster. Okay, so we start this episode out, and there's this space prison that is flying through the sky or whatever, and it's going there, and it hits the ground, right? So then we cut back to Ashi and Jack, and it's like they're on a date, man. It's so funny. Because now they're walking through the whole supermarket and whatever, and apparently Jack's been there before, so they're trying out stuff to eat, and Jack turns into a fish. Oh, yeah, that was weird. And Ashley is like, no, I'm cool, I'm not gonna have some. And then the stall guy has the gall to go, women, who understands them? And Jack is just like, yes, I guess. Okay, and then they get onto this transport, and apparently there's just cats everywhere. And this was some of the craziest, most artsy thing I've ever seen from Samurai Jack in a while. It was really cool. So apparently these are all bounty hunters owned by Aku, and because who else? Really, who else? Yeah, and all of these guys are there on the train, and they're trying, and now they've all got these letters on their chest, right? And they keep filling up the transport, and as they fill up the transport, right? They bump into Ashi and Jack, who eventually they bump close together. Yeah, so now they've got this moment where they're trying to both reach for the pole, and you're just like, that's my boy. Yeah. I'm sure chicks watching this series, well, I don't know. This probably is one of the most, yeah, I guess I can say sexist comments I'm gonna make, but I don't know. That's the women that I've known, and that's the sisters that I've known. When they see these things, they go, aww. Meanwhile, all the guys in the back are going, yeah, hoo. Samurai Jack, you dog, you. Anyway, so they're having that whole moment. They're talking and stuff, and it's all awkward until the bad guys break the tension. Ain't nothing worse than when you get in somewhere with a girl and some bad guys have to come and try and kill you because you have a huge bounty on your head, man. That gotta suck. That's right up there with getting disconnected from your Wi-Fi because your dad changed the password. So yeah, now they've got all these letters on their chest, and then eventually he starts reading them, and he sees Dai, and he sees Samurai, and then he sees Jack, and he's like, what the hell? And then he's like, actually, we're not alone. And then they get into this whole fight scene, and even while they're fighting, it's still awkward because now they punch the same bad guy, and their fists touch, and it's like, oh. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. And then they get out and they fly out of there, right? They do this typical Samurai Jack thing, and he gets out of there. And then Ashi's still holding on to him, and then he's looking, he ain't pushing the horse, he ain't letting go, and I'm just like, player. Yeah, man, and then they get there's this whole scene where he makes the hat. He makes the samurai hat. Oh, man, that was so cool. And he makes her a hat. Now they both have matching hats, and you're just like, oh, oh, I see. Guys, learn from the samurai. Make hats. They like hats, apparently. Yeah, so then after that, we get this whole sequence with the wind, and then the hats, sadly, they blow away. I was so sad. I was like, they just made those hats, man. Win, you had to be like that. Win, you just had to be like that. Yeah, and then they end up in this prison that was in the beginning of the episode, right? And as they're walking through this prison or whatever, they're finding out that there's things that have escaped. There's things that have escaped, like, okay, and yeah, now what's this? They find out these things, and then Ashi gets bit by a leech or something like that, some poisonous leech or whatever. So Samurai Jack does the most Bear Grylls thing, or the most wilderness thing anybody can do. He sucks out the poison like a beast. He just two. As a real man. Yeah, and after that, then they decide to get out of there. But apparently, there's like this place is ever shifting and changing, so they're running away, and then after that, now they end up finding the thing that's chasing them, because they end up like backed up in the corner, and have to fight the thing that's chasing them. And at least they're a pretty cool fight scene. It was nice to see Jack use the sword again, because you use the sword, you're like, yeah, samurai, yeah. So then they Ashi does some ninja stars out of glass, and I was like, oh damn, Ashi is the OG, man. Yo, I'm really liking Ashi's character right now. Anyway, she's using the stars and whatever, and then they get away, and they find this section where there's all these weapons and stuff. And Jack is checking out the manual for the thing that's actually supposed to kill the creature, right? But now, as he's listening, Ashi blows out like one of the walls with a gun or something by accident, and it just distracts the hell out of him. So he misses like the vital activation code or whatever. And I was just like, come on, girl, come on. And then Jack is like, wait, he tried to find the console button so he can reload it again. Apparently he can't. And he does the most guy thing ever. Like, this is the most guy thing I've ever seen Samurai Jack do. This is the most guy thing ever. He doesn't know how to activate the thing, but guess what he does? He just pretends, like, for a majority of the time that he knows what's going on.
Hammer, you can't defuse that bomb.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
It's like since he doesn't say to Ashi right away, I didn't find out how to work this because you went and blew a hole in the wall. No, he's like, no, it's okay. I got this. We got this. Let's go. We got this. Right? They can't figure this thing out, right? Right? So, she's only finding out mid-fight that she can't figure this thing out. But I like that how she didn't give him any lip. She's like, let me try. Because I was like, let that be a lesson that if it's your fault that I lost concentration, it's your fault. You must try something. Don't come at me because now I don't know what I'm doing. But now it's your fault that I don't know what I'm doing. If it's your fault, then we accept responsibility together. Is that I like how she tried to help him instead of giving him lip. That was really nice. And then she can't figure it out either, because he's covering her and all of that stuff. And then the things eat her clothes, so she's completely, she in her birthday suit. And this nigga like, whoa, hey ho ho, hey ho ho ho, hey ho ho, hey ho 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 ho. Yeah, well, understandably, he hasn't had a lot of women, and the only one that he's ever seen was this one. And that turned out to be this guy. So you can understand why he's very apprehensive around women. Yeah, man, so chivalry to the rescue. Samurai Jack graces us once again with his sumo wrestler underwear and covers Ashi with his robe so that she's no longer naked. It's so funny. Oh, it was just so funny. Oh, it was funny. Oh, man. There's this thing where it's like, men and women are different, so as you can understand, and she's like, you're acting really weird right now. Oh, man. But hey, player.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the
So yeah, then they get the monster thing and they finally figure it out and it finally works, but you know, before he could even get it to work, they're consumed by the whole monster thing and they're screaming each other's names. Ashi, Ashi, Jack. And then electrocution happens and it shocks everything and also kills the Venom. And then we cut to the end of the episode and guess what song they play?
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me.
And you guessed it, they is smacking some lips together. I was like, get it, Samurai. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Get it, boy. Yeah, yeah. Who the man? You the man. You needed those dogs from the first episode of Samurai Jack to just come back in the background and just be like, big dog. You know what they should have played, right?
throw your hands in the air.
Again, this was kind of a filler episode, but not really filler if you think about it, because it was developing the relationship of Samurai Jack and Ashi, which has kind of been developing ever since they met up. So it's nice to see that this episode is the culmination of that, and I'm digging it. Come on, Samurai Jack needs somebody in his life. Come on, he can't only be swinging his sword and fighting robots. That's gonna get old, and he's been through enough. He's been through enough that he gotta get him some. Like, he gotta get him some. I was so happy for him. I was like, that's my dog, my fictional dog. Yeah, man. Cool's in trouble, boy. Hey, man, that no one is gonna mess with that baby. Just think, no one is gonna mess with that kid. No one. He'll be like 2 months old and he'll be like 2 months old in the crib and whatever, and he'll be ninjaing out of the crib and stuff. No one is gonna mess with that baby, bro. Imagine you send him to school. What bully's gonna pick on that kid, bro? What bully? Your kid will open with like 5 fingers of death, kung fu, samurai, ninja punches. Yo, man, yo, that kid is gonna be a nightmare. I mean, Samurai Jack, his battle genes only come from his daddy, right? So, and you've seen what he can do, and you've seen what Ashi can do. Now, imagine that fusion, imagine that fusion. That is gonna be one bad ass little kid. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so if you guys like this review, if you guys like this review, please like, share, and subscribe. If you did not, that is your business. And I will see you all later, because Meister Man has got to be out, alright? What?
Back to the past, Samurai Jack. Back to the past, Samurai Jack.